I think Team Fargo's trying to give me a heart attack. Hi there, Norman Goldman, your senior legal analyst. And boy, is my blood boiling. You know, the point of the Democratic Party is that we're here to regulate. We're not here to take over. We're not here for socialized medicine. We're not here for socialism at all. We're here for reasonable regulations to keep markets clean, open, vibrant, and vital. The Republicans are the ones with crony corporate capitalism. You know, and this ain't a new story here, guys. This ain't a new story. In the 1880s, that's a long time ago, the Clayton and Sherman Antitrust Acts were passed. Starting in the 1880s, the Clayton and Sherman Antitrust Acts were passed. Why? Because corporate America was taking over, consolidating, and squeezing out competition and raising prices and making markets not work right. 100 years ago, a little more than 100 years ago, Theodore Roosevelt, a Republican, was doing a thing called trust busting against Jay Gould and the railroad barons and the Rockefellers. John D. Rockefeller had Standard Oil, and he was a monopolist. There was all kinds of monopolies going on. The railroad trust, the banking trust, J.P. Morgan, John Pierpont Morgan was monopolizing the banking industry. This country has had problems with private enterprise getting avaricious and rapacious and taking over things and making markets not work for a very, very long time. The only force that has the power to countervail the power of big business is government. I'm not advocating, and I don't know any real Democrat that advocates government just taking over and running everything. But you need balance. You need a balanced economy. Look at Europe. They have capitalism. They've got free markets, but they have government that says you can only go so far. And there's nothing wrong with that. We are the real capitalists. And if we just let the markets go the way the markets went, we'd have the same Great Depression right now that we're having in the 30s. You think the mortgage meltdown that's happening now, there would be free fall. If the government wasn't here to regulate, if the government wasn't here to pick up the pieces and to help people live and to help people feed themselves, I mean, we're in deep trouble right now. If the government wasn't here to put a floor underneath this so the thing didn't totally collapse, we'd be in the exact same depression that we were in the 1930s. But because the government is here, because of the programs that Roosevelt and the Democrats put in starting in the 30s, we have a safety net. We have a floor to put in underneath this stuff. And the Republicans just can't live with it. They say, oh, no, it's the magic of the marketplace. Well, this is the 4th of July, bub. This is my country, and my country says that human beings matter. I won't let little old ladies starve and die in the street because they don't have health care or food. I don't want old people choosing between eating cat food and eating regular, normal human being food. I want people to have health care because this is all about human beings. It ain't about your mythical, magical markets. You can draw your little magical equations on a chalkboard, and they look so beautiful and they look so perfect. This is my America. It's made up of 300 million living, breathing, blood-pumping human beings. That's what this country's about, human beings, not your little mental mathematical equations that look so nice in your little pea brain. Damn. I'm hot. I need a beer. That's what I need. I need a couple of beers. Hey, Andrew from Santa Barbara, California. Can you give me a breather here? Thanks so much for calling the Ed Schultz Show.
Way to go, Norman. I don't know how to follow that, but I'll give it a try. Okay, I'd like to add another movie to your list of totally worthwhile films that the people can go out and see, and it's called Kill the Messenger. Fortunately, in this case, the messenger is still alive. Her name is Sibel Edmonds, and I'm hosting a film screening of that on the West Coast here in Santa Barbara, California, Saturday night, 7:30 at the library. It's listed, so come on down.
Now, what is Kill the Messenger about?
Sibel Edmonds was an FBI translator of Middle Eastern languages just after 9/11. You know, exactly the sort of person who we ought to have in the agency to help us find out what the world is doing. And anyway, she discovered that spies on behalf of arms dealers had infiltrated the FBI. And she blew the whistle on that, tried to get the spy ring flushed out so that the FBI could actually do its work as it's supposed to, investigating crimes. And her bosses fired her, despite the whistleblower protections. And she's been fighting since 2002 to get her job back. She's even been as far as the senators on the Intelligence Committee in Washington who've confirmed what she was talking about, and then the Ashcroft Justice Department came in and slapped so many gag orders on her so that she can't talk about her case. She is the most gagged person in U.S. history, and it was up to the French to make this film back in 2006. Very limited circulation in the United States, but it deserves to be seen. She has a powerful story to tell.
Is there a way we can find it on the Internet? Is there a way I can use the Internet to bypass the government controls?
It might be eventually on Google Video or YouTube, but in the meantime, you can search for Kill the Messenger. It's made by Canal Plus in France, and most of the film is in the English language, so there's no problem with understanding it. It just had to be made in France because the American movie companies won't touch it because of all the gag orders on her. But if possible, you can. If you're in Los Angeles, Ventura, Santa Barbara, you can come and see my screening of the film at the Central Library in Santa Barbara, 7:30 Saturday evening.
Well, Andrew, I got to run to a break, but thanks so much for that. I will keep an eye out for Kill the Messenger. It sounds very interesting. I'm Norman Goldman. I'm trying to calm down. Help me calm down or get me angry. 1-877-934-6833. My email is normangoldman@gmail.com. And I look forward to speaking with you. We're right back.
Yeah, no. I definitely don't think so. Oh, yeah. Here we go. You don't have to wait till Sunday for the biggest names in news, because this is the Ed Schultz Show.